Happy holidays, Samohi. Thanks for being with us for another exciting episode of Samohilights. This is one special episode. It's the Season 12 grand finale. If you haven't guessed already, I'm your host, Noah Rose.
And I'm Lola Rice. Hey, Noah, I got a great pun. What do you call a fake noodle?
I don't know, Lola.
An impasta. The reason I bring this up is because we get to see what's cooking with the cooking club at Samohi.
That sure sounds, or should I say, smells good.
Oh, if you think that's good, we have coverage on 3 more amazing clubs. The Improv Club, Key Club, and last but not least, La Sociedad.
Wow, all that in just one episode?
And I almost forgot about the guest performance. Joining us in the studio today, we have the Samohi Jazz Combo.
This has got to be the best episode yet. We really are going out with a bang.
We sure are. Stick around for the exciting conclusion of Season 12. Nothing is better than a fresh lunch during a long day at school. And the Multicultural Cooking Club definitely has the freshest meals on campus.
You can say that again.
Let's take a look at their last meeting.
That looked delicious. I might have to just join that club.
When it comes to clubs, Samohi has it all. As well as cooking activities, cool activities like cooking, students participate in one of the most beloved clubs at Samo, Improv Club.
In improv, you really have to think on your feet and go along with whatever the other person says. It's challenging, but also a lot of fun.
Today, we have a backstage look at what goes on when these amazing students get together.
Let's check it out.
Hi, my name's Jake Netta. And welcome to Improv Club! I'm being so loud.
We make magic happen here. What we've done is divided our team members into 4 different groups containing about 7 kids. These kids will end up competing with each other at our high school for an audience and for judges. So I decided to help start the Improv Club at Samohi because it's something that I've been very passionate about since I was very young. Since I was 10, I've been taking improv classes and seemed to know a lot about it just for doing it for so long. So I'm able, with my fellow team members, to help coach these other students and our peers to become great improvisers.
My name is Lena Winter and I am a club team leader. We try to work on exercises to get improv to become more natural for people, and so there's a lot of different rules. So for example, you always have to answer with a yes, you can't say no in improv, and there's a game, and so we just teach the different rules and get people comfortable with them.
Hi, I'm Natalie Krennick. I am a theater council member, part of the Improv Club.
Mostly we play improv games. Our club leader is Jake Netter, and he will come up with different exercises to do throughout the day that we'll do. They test our abilities to do improv, and it's just a way to see how everybody can adapt to different situations. On Wednesdays, it's just a it helps me. Like, it's like therapeutic. It can like get me through the day. It's just fun.
Oh yeah, we all look our best when it's Wednesday at lunch. Woo, yeah, that's when we meet.
Oh my god!
This is where the magic happens.
Those are some pretty entertaining skits.
You can say that again. It really amazes me to see how talented the kids at Samohigh really are.
Yeah, coming up after the break, we have Key Club, La Sociedad, and a rock and jazz performance.
You're gonna have to see it to believe it.
Care packages give hope while you're away fighting battles. But what happens when battles follow you home? JVS Veterans First helps returning soldiers transition to civilian life with services such as peer support, career counseling, and job training.
JVS Veterans First can help. Own your honor.
Visit jvsla.org for more information.
Noah, have you ever heard of Key Club?
Yeah, that's where you become a professional locksmith, right?
No. In fact, on the show today, we have the president and vice president of Samohigh's Key Club. Savannah, Weston, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so can you give us a brief explanation of what the Key Club is?
Yeah, so basically Key Club is partners with the Kiwanis Club of Santa Monica. We do a lot of community service around Samohigh and the community. Yeah.
What's the Kiwanis Club?
It's basically a community service organization.
They've been around for about 100 years, and all of their things are dedicated to helping the youth of Santa Monica.
So it's a pretty general kind of charity organization?
Yeah, they just built a new park on Ozone for the children in the area to play in.
So like what other type of community service events do you guys do?
So we just had a supply drive for the Ventura fire victims. We did the AIDS walk, which was really fun.
Yeah, we partnered with Pali, and we had a beach cleanup 2 weeks ago with them.
Two or 3
There's
weeks
a Key Club at Pali as well?
Yeah, but it's called the Palisades Kiwins.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, obviously the fires have affected all of us. We had a few days off of school. What is the Key Club doing to help the fires or the victims of the fires?
Yeah, so basically we just had a supply drive, and for every 2 items donated, for example, like toilet paper and canned food, it was 1 community service hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had that up for a week in the main office and in the S House office. I don't know if you saw it or not. But for the whole week we collected stuff, and then Weston brought these 2, they were full, right? Those 2.
Yeah, really big boxes.
Yeah, they were probably 2 feet high and 2 feet wide, and they were full with stuff, and he brought them to all the district key clubs. There's a bunch throughout all around the world, and he brought to our region, and he brought all the supplies.
So do you guys communicate with the different Key Clubs across the...
Yeah, so basically there are different divisions of Key Clubs, and we're in Division 19 North, and they have 19 South, and different divisions all over the world.
And it's based on location?
Yeah.
Got it.
So we're Nevada, Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are your roles within the club? As vice president and president, what do you do exactly?
So we organize events, we communicate with members, we run meetings.
Yeah, we also have a historian and a treasurer and a secretary. Our secretary keeps track of attendance. Our treasurer keeps track of fundraisers because we made a lot of money from Club Day. So Byron Hatch is our treasurer, and he's keeping track of all that money. And then Weston and I work together to plan events for us to do.
Did you say that you have a historian?
Yeah. Her name's Izzy Pernell. She's a sophomore. She's in my grade. And she's been really on top of taking pictures and getting the word out to other people in the school to join our club.
Does that have something to do with the fact that Key Club has been around for 100 years, which is really incredible? Is that why you guys have a historian to document it, the whole thing? Or?
Not necessarily. We have social media accounts where we post photos of our events, and
cool.
So she takes photos for that.
Yeah, and also since she and I are both sophomores, by the time we're seniors, we'll have pictures and documentation of all the things we've done in the past 3 years. So I guess, it kind of will be part of our history to be passed on.
So how many club members do you guys have approximately?
We don't have a set amount, but on a typical at a typical meeting, we have around, I want to say 30 to 40.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's good attendance.
And we have probably, who are coming to our events regularly, I would say 15 to 20. So I would say we probably have like 20 solid members in our club.
Yeah.
So you probably get this question a lot, but I think it's, obviously a little confusing. Like, key club, do they, what do they do? Does it have to do with keys?
We don't make keys. We make a difference.
Oh,
there
good one. Savannah, Weston, thanks so much for coming on the show. That's all the time we have for today. Next up, we're going to be looking at another club, La Sociedad.
Riding a bicycle can seem like child's play.
But only if you're playing indoors. Cars and bikes need to play together.
Play it safe. Ride by the rules.
Hey, share the road.
Key Club sure seems like an interesting club.
Yeah, they're definitely making a difference.
Speaking of making a difference, La Sociedad is running their annual toy drive.
Let's take a quick look at what's going on in La Sociedad. Wow, look at all those presents.
To learn more about this great club, we have Kobe Ward and Austin Arenello here. Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Hello.
Hi,
So,
thanks for having us.
Could you guys explain to us a little bit what La Sociedad does?
Yeah, so our main goal is to better the community through direct and active involvement. So we do things like we run the SMMUSD toy drive, which I think you just saw, and we do various drives. This year we did what's it called now? It's
Pages in Time.
Pages in Time.
Did we change the name a lot?
Yeah, we went through a lot.
Yeah.
But basically, we got books for the waiting part of Wasco Prison because there's not a lot to do. So we do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nice. And how often do you guys do events like that?
Our main events are twice a year, and then kind of as they come up, we do separate things throughout the semester.
Yeah.
So what are your positions and duties in the club?
I am the president of PR.
And I'm the Minister of Money.
Wow, those are some fancy titles.
Alliteration, baby. Yeah.
So what kind of PR do you do? Do you really try to get the word out? Or?
I do. I make posters. I run the club Instagram. Follow us, La Sociedad Club on Instagram. And I post every Sunday with #ScreenSunday. And I also, what else do I do?
I used to be head of PR
he was also,
too.
but he failed. He was fired.
Yeah, I think I was promoted to Minister of Money.
Yeah, he was fired.
We have a Twitter and stuff to follow.
Don't follow it though. It's inactive because he lost the password.
Oh, that's true.
Is that why he was fired?
But he's better at money, right?
Yeah.
So as Minister of Money, right?
Yeah,
is that your
Minister
title?
of Money.
What do those responsibilities include?
Well, we do a lot of fundraising stuff for La Sociedad. Like we do the orphan drive where we collect supplies and stuff. And basically, I know that's like not money, but like we keep track, as the Minister of Money, I keep track of like that stuff, of the supplies we have, of what we need. And same for the toy drive, like who already has like toys and stuff and who needs some.
Got it.
And
so
we also do various fundraising things throughout the year.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys are doing fundraisers. So like, how could our audience, the people watching, help you?
Just like listen to announcements and stuff.
Okay.
Not to be like, listen to your announcements.
Yeah.
But like if you listen to announcements, and like we usually have stuff on the blue bulletin, and then you can like learn how to help, and we have flyers up.
Right, and you can reach out
drives.
to any of our club members to see like what we're working on at the moment, stuff like that.
Cool. What inspired you guys to join the club? What like is your motivation to kind of get all this together?
So the president is my best friend Paloma. That's a big reason. But also, like, I realized once I joined that I really loved it because it feels more hands-on than a lot of clubs. Like, you know, clubs that meet and then they stop meeting and you never do anything. But La Sociedad is really different because we always have something where you're putting like direct action into it. You're doing something to make a change. And
That's
it's really
so cool.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
After this break, we'll have a live performance by the Jazz Combo, so stay tuned.
At the Boys and Girls Club of Santa Monica, we build long-lasting relationships with our kids.
Love. Friendships.
Support. Trust.
Learning.
I know. Fun.
All that and a lot more.
We're not just a club. We're family.
Great futures start here.
We're back here with the Samohilights Jazz Combo.
Have fun listening to them jazz out.
But don't have too much fun or you'll get in trouble. Music puns are my forte.
Yeah, but they seem to fall a bit flat.
Okay, so no more joking around. Here is the Jazz Combo. That was awesome, guys.
So how long have each of you been playing?
I've been playing for 10 years now on trumpet.
I've been playing since 5th grade, so what is that, 7, 8 years now on alto sax, yeah.
On bass, 2.5 years.
Well, I'm like really a sax player, but we didn't have a pianist, so I've been playing piano for like a good 6 months now.
So how did you guys get into jazz originally?
Jazz, it was definitely an influence by my parents. Like my dad's really into jazz, so it's kind of been my whole life.
So yeah, I joined the jazz band in middle school actually at Jams, and I really liked our teacher back then. His name was Russ Mullen, and he was really inspiring. So.
I played violin for 9 years, and I hated it.
Classical?
More than the classical violin, more than anything in my life. I hated it.
Wow, I didn't even know that. Wow.
And I switched to bass, and I wanted to change, so I tried jazz.
So
and
do
it's
you
a
think
good
it was,
thing you did.
Yeah. Do you think it was the switch from the instruments or the switch from genres that kind of changed your perception of it?
Well, I play classical now on bass too, so I think it was the instrument.
Got it.
Well, yeah, playing saxophone, you kind of had to like try jazz.
Yeah.
So yeah, I joined in middle school. It was fun. So yeah.
Yeah. So do you guys also listen to jazz music? Like, who are your favorite jazz musicians?
I gotta say, like, Freddie Hubbard is a great trumpet player.
Yeah, I really like Charlie Parker, definitely, for sax. Really good, like, bebop stuff. And then, but I also like Coltrane. I like his sound. So.
I love Coltrane.
Other than David Gottler.
True.
My favorite, at least for bass, would probably be Charles Mingus.
For piano, Bill Evans, for sure. Brad Meldau, and some Kamasi Washington, not piano, but still a legend.
So you guys are all musicians. Do you think you want to do music like as a career in the future?
I'm planning on going into a science career, but still playing music on the side with like bands and stuff.
Yeah, similar to David, I'm going into engineering, but I definitely am continuing music through college, and I hope to keep playing for as long as I can. So.
Yeah. I am thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I won't. Yeah, me too.
So you guys
None of you guys
are
going to be musicians.
So you guys enjoy it more as like a hobby.
We love it
instead
though.
of,
Yeah.
Try making a living out of music.
Right. Understood.
Awesome. Well, David, I believe this is your original song. How did you get like the inspiration for writing this?
So I wrote it when I was about 12 years old, I think, and I'm like listening to it now. I'm pretty sure it was heavily influenced by like Michael Brecker, and I just recently like revisited it and wrote chords to it. Or better.
So what did you have originally when
It was,
you were 12? What was this?
So
thing
I
that you
wrote the melody and then had my dad like harmonize the chords for it,
cool.
and like I guess I wrote it like the chords down pretty badly, so I was like, okay, let me go back and fix this. Cool.
Do you go back a lot to stuff that you've written before and you're like, oh, I remember this?
Yeah, a few times I have. Like I'm pretty like all the time like writing music, so but the hardest part for me is like writing chords, so I used to just have my dad or my brother write the chords for me, and I'm just now starting to get into that.
Cool. Well, you guys do shows and stuff. Do you have any upcoming ones?
We actually have a gig this coming Friday at Novel Cafe on Main Street, and it's going to be like a jam thing from like 6 to 9.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's all the time we have. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you guys.
Performing.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks so much to all of our viewers for watching Samohilights, and we hope you come back next year for another season.
If you enjoyed this episode, you can follow us at Samohilights on Instagram to stay updated.
See you all in 2018 for season 13.